4 seasons in one day, lying in the depths of your imagination, worlds above and worlds below. The sun shines on the black clouds hanging over the domain. Even when you're feeling warm, the temperature can drop away, like 4 seasons in one day.
What we intend to do today is to probably show where we've come, what sort of progress has occurred. The number of people who are around this space here right at this moment is about the number of people who will lose their jobs if Heinz closes down and nothing opens up. And that means, of course, that probably 1,000 people in the Golden Valley will lose their jobs. We consider that to be probably the highest priority. The second priority for us, though, is that there is a change in mood as far as we're concerned about food. The conference this week in Shepparton made a big deal about the fact that food security is really important to every country. We are very much of the opinion that keeping Heinz going and making sure that there is a guaranteed supply from farmers all the way through to consumers is going to be crucial, especially in a world which is as threatened as ours feels to be at the moment.
I've got an apology here from Peter Walsh, Minister for Agriculture and Food Security, Victoria. I commend the endeavour of the committee and the local community in their efforts to maintain a processing presence in Girgarre. As a former tomato grower, I understand the importance of competition in the processing sector, and I welcome your efforts to re-establish the factory at Girgarre. The state government will continue to provide support where we can.
From Jed Carney, she's the president of the ACTU. The trade union movement is committed to keep manufacturing jobs in Australia, and we applaud your efforts. Food is our future, and having local growers and workers producing high quality local food is essential.
Being part of this co-op is really important to me, to keep the food industry in the Golden Valley, especially for our future generations. And you can see lots of these little children around here. They're going to be looking for work in coming years. Jennifer Dale, who's the National Secretary of the Food Confectionery Division of the AMWU. I would like to congratulate everyone trying to save the jobs of workers, farmers and others serving the factory at Girgarre. We have worked for a significant period with the National Food Institute and know that there are many ways to improve efficiencies if you can get managers, farmers and workers together.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tony Zegenhagen. I'm representing Senator John Madigan. For those of you who don't know Senator John Madigan, he's the blacksmith from Ballarat. Probably every word he said in Parliament since he's been in July is to do with manufacturing or food processing. He's also the senator that has organised the food processing and manufacturing campaign for federal politicians to get out and learn what manufacturing and food processing is all about.
From a humble tin shed that started in the mid-1920s to the present day, the factory at Girgarre is part of the Golden Valley Food Bowl, and it still will be. In April 2012, we expect to have completed the purchase of the Heinz tomato factory. At that time, we'll be identifying the staff required for phase 1 of the new operations. We are planning through this process, this is what I'm going through here, to keep many of the staff employed until the factory actually recommences production. Now, you heard earlier that SPC have also offered to employ our staff for us. In May 2012, we expect to start re-engineering the factory, and based upon the equipment that is included in the purchase, new machinery will be installed to meet the needs of our business plan. This is expected to be completed by November 2012. One of our strategic partners, the National Food Institute, will commence operating a training centre using the current facilities in May 2012. That will include retraining of the existing staff where required. One of the GV Food Co-op goals is to be a state-of-the-art training facility for food and other industries in Australia, expanding the employment base at Girgarre. In June 2012, we will commence building the new facility, and if you haven't already been inside and looked at it, there are some fantastic drawings in there of what we expect to see at Girgarre. Building the new facility that will house the state-of-the-art training centre and the administration block. With all ventures we undertake, such as building, we will be supporting the Goulburn Valley through the employment of locals and the purchase of equipment and supplies. In July 2012, we will commence marketing our training, tourism and food ventures, all included in the business plan. When we first get the plant, our product development group will start working on a new range of products. We will start talking to clients that have already contacted us to ensure that their products will be ready as soon as the plant is ready to commence production. From September 2012, we will commence factory trials of both the new machinery and the new products being developed. We will also be able to commence hands-on training of the staff for the new machines and the new processes, so that when we start the production, we will have the assurance of a fully trained team. We will be developing a new concept for all the employees in the co-op. They won't just be employees, they'll be part owners of the business. And we foresee a new enthusiasm by employees, striving for high quality products, higher production, productivity and a sense of pride in their achievements. We will commence full factory operations in December 2012 to coincide with the start of the 2012-2013 tomato season. The factory will roll on into the fruit season for pulping and juicing fruits harvested in the Goulburn Valley. Ladies and gentlemen, my message to you is clear. The Goulburn Valley Food Bowl is alive and kicking, and Goulburn Valley Food Co-op is Goulburn Valley people helping grow Australia, helping it to stay strong. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good day.
I won't keep you too long, but I pass on the apologies from the Minister for Regional Development, Peter Ryan, and the Minister, we've already heard the Minister for Agriculture and Food Security, Peter Walsh, is an apology here today. The government was quite pleased when we received an application from the Campaspe Shire for the $30,000, and obviously a feasibility study, as we've all heard here today. You have to do the feasibility study and do the planning to make sure that this is actually feasible, that it goes on. So the importance of the feasibility study, and we've heard from the consultants here, Ian, before, that there's examples in Maryborough where it started and they didn't have a feasibility study and it fell over. So we want the feasibility study, and we want it to be a success. So, and we are looking forward to when your work is finished and it comes up and says it's a goer. So my great appreciation to the committee, the Goulburn Valley Food Co-op Committee, that have got it this far, their enthusiasm so far. I attended the meeting back at Stanhope, Girgarre I should say, down to Girgarre. And there I expressed that I'm a big believer in co-ops. I've been a supplier of Murray Goulburn Co-op all my life, and that's an example of what co-ops can do. And they're the biggest dairy co-op in Victoria, or in Australia. So cooperatives can be quite successful. And I think when you've got Peter Russell Clark on as your marketing director, you will be very successful. Thank you.
It was a bit of a shock when they decided they were going to close the place, and I don't think it was a decision made on the fact that the factory was unviable, because quite frankly it is. And I get to read out the telegram from Mr. John Gillett, who is the White Knight. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Girgarre in Western Australia. I am not able to attend today, but I wish to confirm that I will make funds available to purchase the site at Girgarre, subject to a satisfactory feasibility study being confirmed. I have faith in the sponsors of this program, and I have confidence that a very effective food factory and educational centre can be developed on the site. There are a number of other ideas that I believe could make the area very valuable, and I believe I am making a sound business decision. I wish Les and his team all the best for the rally.
Yay!
My name's Carly Sherry.
And I'm Adrian Khaled.
Yeah, we were asked a couple of days ago to sing the jingle for this cause. It was written by Nigel, who can't be here today unfortunately. But yeah, we've been practicing our little hearts out and we hope it sounds really good.
We're for the farmers, we're for the local people, we're for the people who love this place. Australian grown, by Australian people, we support those who
my role in the organisation is to actually take the vision that we have, to temper it, to convert it, to ensure that the vision that we have dreamed is actually be able to be turned into reality. I will ensure, as best I can, that from day one we are profitable. I will ensure that we have enough cash to pay the wages, to pay our suppliers, and my goal is to ensure there is a little bit left over to invest in the community and to invest in the future of the co-op.
We need local jobs, we need local manufacturers, and there has been a lot of people talk about it. Not just here in Australia. I was on a trip and overseas and people were talking about it there. I believe we can do this.
In the time that I've been growing tomatoes, the number of processing plants has gone from about 7 or 8 down to only 1 now. And it's very, very difficult envisaging the future with only one supply. To get this co-op up and going means a lot to the agricultural community. Tomatoes is one product, but this has obviously got a vision to be more than that, and I think it's very, very exciting for the Goulburn Valley.